Hey there! So today we have another review, and this is from 14th Star, so thank you so much for David for this one. This is their bourbon barrel aged Imperial maple stout. So 10.5%, a big beer, and this actually uses Buffalo Trace barrels, so one of my favorite bourbons out there. So beer comes in a beautiful pitch black color, heads sort of died down quite quickly with a medium brown head. Let's look at the aroma. Nice rich oak character, bourbon's dancing in there. Touch of that maple sweetness. That sweetness could sort of be like triggered by like notes of like toasted oak and vanilla. Nice chocolate flavors, a little bit of dark fruit. Cheers. Wow. It's a boozy one. They recommend this at 55, 60 degrees. I probably have it around there, probably a little bit cooler than that. But this is actually, for 10.5%, a relatively thin beer. I would have guessed that this beer was a big boozy beer, a sort of 8, maybe 9% Imperial Stout that was aged in barrels to sort of accentuate that boozy character. This beer is just big, but doesn't really tell you that it's an Imperial Stout. With Imperial Stout, I'm looking for something that's very velvety and thick on the palate and with residual sweetness. This beer actually dries out quite quickly. Up front, big, rich, dense coffee flavors. I'm getting cacao nibs, dark chocolate. The maple is dancing around in there, but then it's quite quick. I'd say like mid-palate passed on, it dries out quite quickly. I'm curious if that's just like lack of residual sweetness or maybe it's just the oak, you know? Actually, for their tasting notes, they say that it has dark fruit, chocolate, molasses, slight roast, maple syrup. Yeah, the maple syrup sort of dances in there, but it's not I would not say this is a clear maple beer. This sort of reminds me of just a barrel-aged Imperial Stout. And I mean, it's good beer. The flavors are there. It is an Imperial Stout. It is barrel aged. The maple can be sort of lost here and there. There's a little bit of butterscotch flavor, that sweetness that sort of rises in. There's that spice that probably might come in from the bourbon or the oak character. But yeah, again, I'm looking for something a little bit more larger on the palate. It's just, to me, this is a little bit like a thin and boozy kind of Imperial Stout with some maple added to it. But the barrel character is pretty good. So as for rating, nice. Let's go with for this style. I mean, I really like this style, but let's go with something like a 87 on this one. 87. This is a 14th Star Bourbon Barrel Aged Maple Imperial Stout. Until next time, guys. Cheers. Thank you so much, David. Later.